Hi, everyone. This is Killshot from 99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Season 10, Alpha's Evil Tricks. And, of course, this is Freestyle Friday. This is our own unique stream. We do some crazy stuff here, and it's going to have a little dose of something that has become kind of a fad in our group, but it's going to be bigger than a fad. It is our Play Dead Live. It is live gaming where we put some of you into the zombie experience, and a few other people get to participate as well. Before we get started, just want to give a shout out to the Patreon Army. PDL is partially brought to you by that Army right up there, so they're doing some great things for us. Certainly appreciate. Whoa, Will is not wasting any time. I hope Rolex is here. Ellis Smith Jr., you're on the clock, my man. That is a brand new Will tactic. It is called Intro Coin. I don't know. We got a name for it. That's the first time. We've had hot potato. We've had dual counters. And now we got like Will just coming out of the gates with the intro. So I don't even know if Rolex is here. Is my counter even here? All right, Ellis, you're on the clock, man. You know, the guy that's responsible for keeping the time is late. I like it. It's called a quick draw coin. Very good, Ocean Man. All right, Rolex, you're reporting for duty, and Will the Bill did a brand new quick draw coin. And somebody remember that. Kale, can you remember that name? Will's got a whole lot of stuff going on. Ellis, tell these men you don't know me, Ellis. Tell them we're not. John, after all we've been through. Come on, John. Ellis, don't buzz out early on, Ellis. This is going to be a die-hard moment. At least type orange. Ellis? No. All right. Wow. And you know what? That's a buzz. Hey, Green Team, can we give Rolex a kills coin? He said the most wonderful thing, the best excuse I've heard, the goat ate my homework. I've heard I had a flat tire on the way to work. That is the absolute most wonderful answer you could ever give for being late for a stream. Sorry, guys, I had to watch the ad. Boom! You get a no doubt. I am not going to fault you. I will never penalize you for watching the ads, my man. That is amazing stuff. All right, we're putting Rolex up there with a kills coin. Dude was probably outside feeding the dog, but just thought, I'm going to come up with the most amazing story in the world. But either way, I love it. So if you guys know tonight, Ellis, I think you might be lagging too. You know what? I'm not buying it. It's too late. We moved on. All right, Freestyle Friday. So here's what goes down. We will start with a Walking Dead topic, and it's going to be about Alpha, some crazy stuff that Alpha is going to be doing to our group. Might be stripping some people down, killing some naked people. I don't know what all she's going to do. But we said that she needed to do some really, really twisted stuff. Did he make it? All right, okay, let's go back. We're going to do it because Will's already put it up there. I would ask Emmy, but Emmy's going to say, yeah, sure, let him have it. All right, so Ellis's question is, space station is traveling around the Earth with 12 people on board. One darted with a loud thunder. What? It wasn't even darted. I get what you're saying. No, it doesn't go away. We're not going to have, like, potty humor questions in our streams, Ellis. No way. Vetoing it. All right. Anyway, let's get back to what's going. Yeah, darted. I know what you're trying to type, but yeah, gotcha. All right. Man, I'm totally off base tonight. We're having a great week. Smells like rainbows. Okay, fair enough. It's like everybody's confused. We just started. We just started this stream, and we're already confused. So we're going to talk about Alpha. We're going to talk about some of her evil tricks. As you guys know, it is Freestyle Friday. Freestyle Friday is casual. It's random. You guys can super chat. Some people earn some kills coins, but if you super chat and you pick somebody, they can't give it away. If you got something that you want to say to make a case, if you got a fun topic and you want to get it included in this video, super chat it and we'll definitely get it in there. The kills coins that people earn during the week, if I call on you, you can use them or you can give them away. So I think we got 11 or so from the stream. So we gave away quite a few this week once again. And, of course, tonight we are going to be doing another PDL scenario, our Play Dead Live scenario, and it's called From Caves to Graves. So it's not as long as last week, but it's not as short as some of the other ones. So I think it's going to be a good – I felt good about this one, like it's a good time frame, and it won't take a whole hour. And I know you guys want to do the hour-long streams, but I'm trying to save as much of that for when we go live in January because they are going to be 2-hour streams. So stay tuned for that as well. So let's get to our first topic tonight until we get interrupted by a freestyle topic. I'm sure it'll happen. Alpha's evil tricks. So in some of our videos last year, the one common denominator that we had was Alpha was weird, creepy, and gradually worked her way up to villain status, but not 7-1 Negan villain status. And we said that she's certainly getting there, and we thought this year would be where she really, really hammers it home. Not scary enough. But I am going to say, no doubt about it, when Alpha walks away this season, or when she dies, whatever the case may be, I think she's going to go down in history as the darkest, most fierce, most evil, non-redeemable character in the history of The Walking Dead. Any objections to that? Any objections that they will paint Alpha in a really, really dark way that we won't ever, ever come back from? Zero chance she can ever be salvaged at all. Look, the governor had some qualities that attracted people. Negan had some qualities that attracted people. Alpha doesn't have qualities that attract people per se. She has a promise of the future, a cult-like personality. She's the cult of personality. I hope I don't get copyright flagged for sounding so much like Living Color, but that was pretty good. But we just saw kind of the chilling moments. And when Samantha Morton is coming on saying, like, Alpha's going to make you shiver this year, I mean, every year they say it's better and better, but it really is getting better and better. Fear might be getting worse and worse, but The Walking Dead is getting better and better. So, your thoughts. I'm going to get a few thoughts of Alpha. And like I said, we'll shift topics from time to time. What are some really dark, twisted things that we think Alpha is going to bring to the table? And if you got a character that you think is on the chopping block, that's what I want to hear. Because I certainly, in last night's stream, we talked about Rosita and Connie, and we talked about Exekiel potentially being victims. So we're kicking it off right there with Newfield. Skin people. Will we see more of that? Like a Silence of the Lambs type of thing. I mean, wasn't it creepy when the dude was eating his own brain? I mean, of all the things in Silence of the Lambs that creeped me out, I don't think there's anything that was more sick or sad than that. Was that Ray Liotta that was eating his own brain? I don't remember who it was. I'm trying to visualize. Honestly, I've tried to block a lot of that out of my mind. But yeah, it was creepy, man. It was creepy, and I haven't really thought about that in a long time. But I get a feeling that we're going to get a disturbing alpha moment. We haven't seen them do some of that crazy stuff, but we will. Sheila Beasley in the house says, I just wanted to say hey and throw a coin to Jim for a belated birthday present. Oh, Jim, it's your birthday, and you got 10 seconds to come up with a topic. You can't even give it a look at Rolex. Rolex is like money. So, Jim, she's like, okay, you're wasting valuable seconds here. Orange is not an option. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Emmy, hold on. Do not answer that question. Do not answer that question. Jim, unfortunately, I'm going to have to refer you to the lame-o-meter. We might need a little bit more out of that question. Emmy's going to give you a break because your birthday. Watch. I already know. She's like, just answer the question. It's not that lame. It is her, it was her birthday. That's a typical Emmy response. Oh, no. She's like, lame. Oh, she just cut. All right. So, Jim, favorite state of bliss. We're going to reset you to 5 seconds. Rolex, reset the timer. Since you hit a big L, then let's give her 5 seconds to come up with something that's going to add some interest, some enthusiasm. She just got, snubbed on her own birthday. And while she's doing that, can everybody in here just do me a big favor and just say happy birthday, Jim? It is, Julia. It's very hard to come up with a topic sometimes. That's why it's Freestyle Friday. Ooh, okay. Now this I like. There you go. That wasn't that hard. Your favorite movie that is embarrassing to admit. Favorite movie that is embarrassing to admit. Urban Cowboy. That's not mine. That's Jim. Pitch Perfect. Revenge of the Nerds. Clue, the movie. Wizard of Oz. Movie star says Jackass. Wow, I don't know if I have a favorite movie that's embarrassing to admit. I'm not embarrassed about any movies that I like. That's the hard part. What is this comment from Superman Nick? How can you even put Alpha in the same category as Negan or the Governor? Oh, wait, because she's female and apparently men suck. What? So are you saying that Alpha should not be put in the same category as Negan and Governor because she's female and apparently to you females suck? What did I just do there? She's going to be put in the same category as the rest of them because her story is not complete and her story is going to be non-redeemable. There is going to be no salvation for Alpha. There's going to be a dark, dark ending. We haven't even got there. So how can you say that, Nick? We've only seen just a brief introduction of Alpha. Now, I will give you this. I will say that I was not pleased with her introduction. I was not pleased with the Pike scene. That we didn't see more of that evil. It was implied. But I think it's too early in the game to say that she's not going to be in the same category because there's a whole lot more story that still needs to be told. And I'm holding out for that story. I need that story. And for all intents and purposes, I think that, you know, when you hear Angela Kang, you hear people talking about the psychological warfare. We might just be getting started. But this is a conversation that's probably much better had at about episode 5, episode 6. And, you know, let's say this. I mean, because you brought up Negan. So, Negan had the most gruesome scene in the history of Walking Dead. The lineup. And then after that, it's a bunch of killing people that people wanted killed. They switched him straight to hero mode. They killed Slimy Spencer. They killed Slimy Simon. They killed Rapey Davey. So, like, all these kills were to appease the audience. Right. But Negan went from the dark side to the light side. You know, the dark side. Like John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band. Dark side's coming now, nothing is real. She'll never know just how I feel. On the dark side. Negan started on the dark side, and he's not on the dark side. Alpha started on the average side. And we'll get back to that question. And that question is going to be, what can Alpha do to drive that home? Before she dies. I've no doubt, Ben, I'm right there with you, man. I'm absolutely disappointed in the Pike scene too. The creepiest scene for me with Alpha was probably the biggest disappointment. And that was when, right before she took Daryl up to the cliff, I thought somebody was going to die. I thought, look, she's got these people at a disadvantage, and she let them go. I'm not a fan of that. So I think, but I'm not going to compare Alpha's character arc to Fear the Walking Dead. Like, Fear the Walking Dead is funny, and I don't know that it can get evil. It would be such a stretch for it to get evil. Alpha is implied evil, and it wouldn't be very hard for her to become actual evil. Does that make sense? It was almost like they were afraid to decapitate the people and put them on the pike. We saw the gore. We saw the aftermath. We didn't see the activity. We didn't see the torture. We didn't see the psychology behind it. And I think this year, as much as Angela Kang's talking about psychological warfare and the paranoia, I think Alpha there's going to be a lot of torture. Which is why I brought up the Silence of the Lambs scene. It wasn't that, or Hannibal, whatever it was. You guys know the movie. It wasn't that he cut the guy's skull open. It was that he psychologically tortured him while he was making him eat his own brain. That's the type of thing Alpha could do to really creep you out. Wheel the bill. Roxanne and Angel. Pick a number 1 to 10. Closest gets a kills coin. Kells, what was my number? All right. Okay. Roxanne and Angel have to pick a number each. Angel picked, they picked the same number. Roxanne, you have to pick another number because Angel picked it first. So Roxanne, what are the odds? What are the odds they both pick the same number? All right. And Angel picks a different number. Okay, there you go. 6 and 5. So Kel, what's the number? His number is 6. So Angel, you have a kills coin. You got 10 seconds. You're on the clock. We need to see something. That did happen a lot last PDL. If you guys are new to Freestyle Friday, we will have a Walking Dead topic that'll be the constant topic throughout this stream, but we will also be shifting topics between kills, coins, freestyle topics, so hold tight. This is going to be a back and forth stream. So Angel Cloris says, if you could change Kill's name to anything, what would it be? Oh my God. This is going to be dark and twisted. All right. Have your fun, everybody. If you could change my name to anything, what would it be? Dead Shred super chatting it. What's up, Dead Shred? Oh, I think I just got saved. Oh, Catface, you couldn't change it. Catface just super chatted. You should have given a kills coin so I could get off this topic. Catface Killer says, this will be my last stream for about a week. I got major surgery Monday morning, so no fear for me. Just wanted to say I will miss you guys. Want to say to you, Catface, good luck with your surgery Monday. And our thoughts and prayers go out. Get well soon. Get well quick. And I'll be making an announcement about our streams for next week, too. Kel says, Sir kills a lot. Yeah. Well, we know about that name. Dead Meat? Why would my name be Dead Meat? Coco says Poppy. Little Snuggly Bunny. Yeah, I kind of like that. I could go with Little Snuggly Bunny. So Dead Shred. Yeah, your comment didn't show up, so just retype your comment. We got you, man. We'll get your super chat in there. Big Boy. Eugene Wannabe. Well, Dark Star, I'm not quite sure what to think of that particular comment at this moment in time. I certainly have thought about all the possibilities and all the consequences of being a Eugene Wannabe and all the detrimental outcomes that could possibly come, and I would say it's probably about a 1 in 7,565 opportunity that direct consequence might come to fruition. Yeah, I absolutely want to be Eugene. Tom Bug Ferreira. Kills. Have you killed any zombies before, as your name suggests? Hell yeah. Why do you think I got the name Kills? And there is a story. It's not a random name. The name is a gamer tag because I killed a lot and camped a lot and a lot of PvP, a lot of player versus player kills. Bugzilla with that super chat. Where did Dead Shred go? Oh, Will Shane's personality traits come from Judith as she grows older? That's a good question. That's a good question. I'm going to go back to Dead Shred. It was a censored name, so it's an alt spelling of a censored name. The original name was Killshot, kill shot, for a finishing blow, a finishing shot. And it was flagged as inappropriate, so my alt spelling was Killshot. And yes, I got, kill's hot. Your kill's hot because you're hot. Yeah, I've got it all, man. It's Killshot. Come on. Let a man have his corny gamer tag. All right. Yeah, and it's just kills for short. So Dead Shred's question. Will we see Judith take on some of Shane's personality? I want you guys to answer that. And June Smith says, freestyle this. Every time I tried to get out, they pulled me back in. What movie? Oh, people are asking questions. They want to know, is it a mafia movie? Every time I tried to get out, they pulled me back in. That does sound like a Godfather type of, yeah. That's what I would say. That'd be a good guess. A lot of people are saying The Godfather. Bug Ferreira says, I'm calling it. Daryl says, bruh, in 10-1. How many people think Daryl say bruh? Tom, who will he say it to? So it is Godfather. Godfather 3, says June Smith. I don't know if I've seen Godfather 3. I got to be honest. I've seen Godfather. I've seen Scarface. I don't know if I've seen the other Godfathers. I may have to go back and watch those. Al Pacino said it in Godfather 3. Thank you for that. It's a good trivia question. You stumped a lot of people there. A few were on point. I wonder if they knew it or Googled it. Kel's got a homework assignment. Kel has never seen any Godfather movie. I do like me some John Wick too. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if that even compares to the same type of movie. Daryl to the king, bruh, got my Carol back. I don't care. I don't care. You want to be with Carol or not, bruh. I got my Carol back. Maybe something like that. Well, technically speaking, bruh would not be a name that would be appropriate for my particular character. Disappointed Punisher is canceled. So I got a few kills coins that I got to give out. So let's go with, hey, Will the Bill, you earned a kills coin. You're on the clock here. 10 seconds or give it away. The tough part about Will earning the coin and why he's going, why Will's typing that. So would like some thoughts. So no, I don't, Dead Shred, I don't think Judy's going to lose it. I think that she's going to be more of a product of her environment than of her DNA. Like, I believe in both. I believe that there are certainly some traits that you get from your genes, and there's certain traits that are just based on your surroundings. And I think she got enough good out of Rick. I think she's going to have that sarcasm of Negan. I think she's going to have a part of Michonne, that protective nature. I don't think she'll get the lunacy from Shane, but she might have that passion. So Will gave it to Rolex, and Rolex's question is this. You're about to get into the most epic brawl in history with your sworn enemy. What song starts to play in the background? Can't use Eye of the Tiger. Watch. Somebody's going to use Eye of the Tiger. It's a good question. All right. You're about to get in a brawl. Boom, 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 boom. Right, Julia? Another one bites the dust. I like that. War. Hit me, baby, one more time. Huh? Really? You're like, you can play some Britney Spears before you get an epic brawl, Dark Star? We are the champions. I would say, for me, that would be good too, Cheryl. Let the bodies hit the floor. That would be good. I would say for me, like if you guys lose yourself, if anybody can guess my song that I would play, I will give you 2 kills coins. I'm going to give you guys about 15 seconds to get as many guesses as possible. But there's one particular song that absolutely I would play. And it's a long, it would be 3 a.m. She said, baby, it's 3 a.m. I must kung fu fighting. You guys are going to play all the... You're talking about getting in an epic battle. I'm not going to play... Push wouldn't be bad. No. Not Baby Got Back. Cheeseburgers in Paradise. We Will Rock You. Nope. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. I see where you're going with that, Chris. Smells Like Teen Spirit would be good. No. Not Enter Sandman. You're getting closer. Not In-A-Gadda-Da-Vida. At 5 seconds, I'll give you the band. No, at 7 seconds, I'll give you the band. And it's still going to be tough. All right, 7 seconds. The band is Pink Floyd. Oh, look, he stopped counting. Dave's like, all right, 7. Where's the 6? And Tom Ferreira is eating Carvel vanilla chocolate ice cream. Wow, this count got really slow. And after you guys don't get it, I'm going to give it to you as a homework assignment. Anybody else eating ice cream? Just want to know. Let's follow up on Tom's Super Chat. All right. We got one, and then we're going to buzz it out. That's a long 15 seconds. Crystal Newfield says, comfortably numb. And no one got it. Well, nobody got it, so I'm not going to give it up now. You know what? It'll be a trivia question in the future. All right. Anybody? Wow, that ice cream sounded good, man. Now I want some ice cream. Vanilla chocolate, too. She's like, I'm not having ice cream. I'm drinking a screwdriver. All right, so your homework. It's One of My Turns by Pink Floyd. It is probably one of the more psychological songs. Listen to that, man. It'll get you fired up, make you want to break stuff. But don't break stuff. Who's drinking? All right, some people are eating ice cream sandwiches. Can we get a roll call with the drinks? Some people are eating cotton candy ice cream. Who's having ice cream and who's having drinks? Oh, we got the wine crew there. That's what I'm talking about. Mountain Dew counts, absolutely. Just curious. Beer time. Dr. Pepper and brownies. That's a nice combo. Deep Eddy's lemonade. Lime-A-Ritas. All right, so that's my song. One of My Turns. Pink Floyd. We got several kills coins. Newfield 12. You actually earned 2, so I'm going to ask you to use one of your kills coins now, and you got 10 seconds to come up with your own topic, or if there's an unsuspecting victim of darkness in the valley, we can live like Jack and Sally if you want, where you can always find me. You want to find an unsuspecting victim? What you got, Newfield? I feel like Crystal is like ultra prepared. See, she's got a question and a person. Dark Star, you got 10 seconds. Let's see what you got. You can't give this one away either. Right, Chris Rainey? Because girls, they want to have fun. Oh, girls just want to have. That's all they really want. That's for you, Chris Rainey. I would not have even sang it if you didn't type it earlier. I think every time Chris Rainey types something tonight, I'm going to see if I can find a song in something he types and just serenade Chris Rainey all night long. Where is Dark Star? Oh, man, I hope she didn't run away. She walked along the avenue. I never thought I'd meet a girl like you. Meet a girl like you. And she ran so far. She's gone. Dark Star. F5 it, people. Oh, there it is. Hold on. She got just under 0. Instead of, if you're reading this, you're still here, my tree would say, if you're reading this, I need beer. What would yours say? If you're reading this, I need beer. What would your tree say? Mine would say, I have good wood. I don't know. I don't even know why that popped in my head. I mean, because it's a tree. How about why don't you leave? No, that's what mine would say. Mine would say, why don't you leave? Or what a sap. Oh, we got a lot of good tree jokes, right? If you cut me down, I will fall on you. Yeah, I like that. If you're reading this, please improve fear. That's good. If you're reading this, It's probably 5 minutes that we wasted watching you read this that we could have been watching Wes. That's what my tree would say. If you're reading this, go find Wes. What are you looking at? I'm not... I get it. Not the one. Every passing minute is another chance to turn it around. May the forest be with you, says Kels. Wow, all kind of good jokes here. Will got half of a comment and tapped out with orange. That was a very good question, by the way, Dark Star. That's probably one of my favorite questions, and a lot of good comments with that. Rolex. You earned a Kills coin just a little bit ago for your wit and creativity and actually watching the ad. What do you want to do with that coin? Kels, can you get a timer for Rolex? If you're reading this, look behind you. I got a better one. Time to pass. Catface Killer. How about if you're reading this, you're one of only 980,000 people that still watch Fear the Walking Dead. That would be I'm sorry. Couldn't help myself. Okay. I know they've gotten bashed all week long with the ratings. Catface, you got 7 seconds. And you know what? I can say it because we're one of those 980,000. We're there, right? We haven't given up on the show. We're not giving up on the show. Although I do feel like I'm starting to get a root canal every Sunday night. Where is Catface? Favorite misheard lyric? Mine is all... I don't want to say it yet, because if I say it, I know a lot of people are going to be like, yeah, that's the same one. When I see one of you guys type it, and I know you will, then I'll let you know, like, who's anything by Elton John. That's mine, Kel. Hold me closer, Tony Danza. Hold me closer, Tony Danza. Where's Chris Reinig? Why did Chris get so quiet after I sang Girls Just Want to Have Fun? And there's a wino down the road. Dun, 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 dun. Yes. That's a good misheard lyric, too. My Sharona, Rice-A-Roni. Darlene, tell Chris I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the first thing he types when he comes back. I got my eyes on him. Will the Bill, Tammy Hill. Kills coin, something good. You got until 8:46. Whoa. Okay. Wow. Okay, now hold on. Kel, I need you to start a separate Will the Bill ledger. Because I'm going to forget all these names. Oh, no. Rolex. You just got paused. Yes. No, not a 3-minute timer. Will the Bill he just palmed the Rolex. So we've got hot potatoes, we've got dual counters, we got quick draws, and now he basically just hocked a Rolex. So pulled the plug. There is no timer. You got till 8:46. You got 2 minutes. So, Viola, here's what just happened. Normally, when a kills coin gets assigned, you have a 10-second timer. What Will did is he just basically said, you got a 3-minute timer. He altered time to give Tammy plenty of time to come up with a really good question. Now, here's what I'm going to do. Because Will altered, and that's fair, right? Alarm clock, okay. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to tighten up the lame-o-meter. So, Emmy, if Will the Bill ever gives extended time, your task now is to scrutinize the question much, much more heavily. I would say even double. So now the pressure is more on Tammy to come up with an even better topic because it's going to be scrutinized even more. How do you like that, Mr. Billboard? Chris Rainick says, Billboard, good luck on your bet. Then Kills gets drunk and posts some photos. Photograph, I don't want you. All I got is a photograph. I want to touch you. That's for you, Chris. Chris, all night long, it doesn't matter what you type, I am going to turn it into a musical melody. You're going to start typing with your face, with your chin. You're going to start typing code, Morse code. You're going to have to people are going to have to decipher what you're saying because I'm going to turn it into a song every single time. Just a warning. Fire Marshal Will. I don't think you could get a song out of that. You know what, Chris, if I couldn't get a song, you know what I would do? I would just say, I'd have to say I love you in a song. I got song out of that because you put song in that. It's easy. Easy to do. Oh, wait. Tammy Hill. Wow, this is a super serious question. I usually don't like to go this serious in streams because there's people that are personally affected, but I'm gonna ask this because it's a very deep topic. So 9/11/2001, in her living room watching Regis and Kelly when planes hit the towers. I called the school my daughter was in. I thought of Red Dawn. What did you think was happening? I saw it happening, and I thought that it was something to do with every government building or the FHA. So I didn't think it was an accident. I immediately thought the worst. And I thought it was going to be, and it's hard to say that, I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I really thought it was going to be literally like a 20, 30, 40 major buildings. Yeah, there was no relief in seeing what happened. And you know, and I'll tell you because there's always a stigma to where, you know, there's things that happen in a reaction. Like I said, I don't drill into these topics too much. But I would say that there's similar things that I've witnessed. And I don't know if you guys remember in mostly in the Maryland, D.C. and Virginia area. Do you guys remember the sniper? It was in the white van, and he was with his son, and they were shooting at people. This might have been maybe 15 years ago. So this was a very isolated incident, but there was a Home Depot parking lot, there was a gas station. I remember literally going to a gas station and watching people zigzag and duck to avoid being hit. The odds of them being hit were probably the same odds as 1 in a million, but watching the reaction to it was just was terrifying. I mean, for weeks, people were zigzagging, afraid to get gas at gas stations. So, but yeah. Tough stuff, man. Tough stuff. Tough stuff to talk about, too. All right. We're going to transition. Everybody. Julia Muse. You got a kills coin, ma'am. What you got for us? 10 seconds. Or you can always give it away. Yeah, and part of the reason why I don't even dig into the topics is because we could probably spend a whole stream talking about some of the saddest moments. And I respect those moments, but I really want to make our streams as positive as possible. So, Julia Muse, if you have a problem with Scott Gimple, what is the biggest problem? I've never understood him getting the hate that he's gotten, especially when I feel like he did an amazing job. I agree with you 100%. Not everybody shares our sentiment. But I think he's done a wonderful job on the show because I love the show. And I also think he did a wonderful job stepping away when he did, knowing when it's time to pass the reins to somebody else. There's nothing wrong with turning over creative content to other people. Bamber Kitty says, I can't forgive him for killing Carl. And many people can't. But to those of us, and there are many of us that really weren't that attached to Carl, it's the opposite, Bamber. And I think that's the dilemma. I mean, I never saw Carl being the lead of the show. Well, Roxanne, the Scott Gimple hate was long before Carl. That was the icing on the cake for people that didn't like Scott Gimple. Yeah, but Jim, it can be, but when you got Angela Kang, it can't be. Because Angela Kang has done a beast job. She is amazing. I thought last season was the best. Reaper says, honestly, that's a big part of his job is to be hated. He's the one that makes all the hard decisions that makes the show interesting. Even if he's hated, people are still talking about the show. It's just funny to me that Gimple is hated, and he's still got the top show on AMC, and Andrew and Ian are not hated. They're very well liked, but, dude, I don't know if Gimple has ever done an episode worse than the episode I watched Fear the Walking Dead last Sunday. That ranked up there with me of some of the worst Walking Dead viewings of all time. And they're all Fear the Walking Dead, mind you. So I'm going to ask you guys this question. What is the worst? And I'm not asking which episode did you not like the most. That's a totally different question. So I need you to get out of your personal feelings for Carl. What is the worst episode you've ever seen of The Walking Dead? Not Fear the Walking Dead. What was the worst one? I'll tell you the worst one that I saw. And for a lot of people, it wasn't the worst show. So see how quick, like, most people aren't answering. Julia Muse, that was my least favorite too. The Morgan filler episode in between Glenn's death and them bringing Glenn back, to me, that was the worst Walking Dead, the core franchise. That was the worst one. Part of it was because I was so anxious about what was going on with Glenn. And then the second part of that was I just didn't like it. But there's a lot of people that liked it. There's a lot of Morgan fans that like that. But other than that, and I would probably say the Oceanside, one of the Oceanside ones wasn't great, but I would watch the Oceanside over and over and over again if I had a choice rather than watching last week's Fear episode. It to me was unwatchable. And the killing of Carl, although it's not a very popular episode for the Carl fans, was not a bad episode. It was one of the higher ranked episodes. And I think it goes back to Reaper's point a little bit ago. Those are tough decisions. And you know, I'll say it 1,000 times. Carl was a pawn. There were 3 mistakes that they made. They made Negan far too dark. They didn't see a path to transition Chandler to a lead, and they wanted to make him the whole reason the war ended. The story sounds good on paper. It didn't resonate well with the viewing audience. But I will say this. Here we are in season 10, and I'm happy about the story, and I like the direction it's going. So I've moved on from Carl. I've moved on from Simon. I've moved on from Glenn and Abe. I've moved on from Rick. I love the show. So, you know, whatever happened with Carl, I don't, you know, I'm never sitting watching the show saying, oh my God, it'd be so much better if Carl was on the show. Will the Bill. Heart. You and I are surrounded by walkers. I have Lucille. I start bashing heads and throw you a kills coin. As I swing it, I hit and break the lame-o-meter. That's good. That's good. That's creative, right? So, you've got till 9:02. That's really good. But you know what? See, Will, here's the problem. Emmy believes in unicorns, and unicorns have magical dust, and they have the ability to do some really wonderful things. So I'm going to give Emmy the ability, with her magic unicorns, to turn back time. You know, spring forward, fall back. So Emmy's going to set the timer back 1 hour, daylight savings time. So now, instead of 9:02, it's, wait, no, never mind. I confused myself. Forget it. It's too confusing. All right. The damn lame-o-meter's broken for now. We're going to fix it. We're going to fix the lame-o-meter. We need it. Yeah, that's where I was going. I wanted to go forward, not backwards. I confused myself. I had a good concept going, and then I got the whole, daylight savings time messed up. The confusometer is up. So, anyway, Heart of Nixie. Wait, now we're really confused. Because she's Central Time, and Will didn't clarify. All right. We're going to get back to you on that lame-o-meter. I think it's I think that's going to be repaired before the end of the stream. All right, we've got Billy Buns. Are you trying to fire me? Oh, you know what? That was clever. How many people want to vote Emmy a kills coin for that pun? That was up there with Rolex. That was kind of epic. The pun was that Emmy would be fired because she wouldn't have her lame-o-meter. She wouldn't be able to do her job. But the dual meaning is that Will the Bill, a.k.a. Fireman Finney, are you trying to get me fired? See what just happened there? I think that's worthy. Emmy. Emmy, I'm going to give you a kills coin, and you can use it, and you could also use it to fix the lame-o-meter if you'd like. Or give it away. So, Emmy, you got 10 seconds to use it or give it away. Yeah, my magical unicorn thing was going to be really good if I would have gotten the spring forward. Tracy Bledsoe, you got 10 seconds, and you can't give it away. And it is 8:02. So we got Tracy Bledsoe has 10 seconds, and Heart of Nixie is on the clock. And there it is right there. Heart of Nixie already typed it. My bad. What other forms of transportation would you like to see utilized in The Walking Dead? For me, steam trains. So transportation, everybody. Yep. So we're going to be answering two of these questions at once. Tracy Bledsoe wants to know who's going to see it this weekend. I do know that a couple people popped in early and said that they were going to go see it. Wind sail, unicycle. Look, I am not going to lie. I know you guys are saying tanks, mopeds, go-karts, all of those things. There's one thing that I want to see on The Walking Dead. And I want to see, because this is what I would do. The first thing I would do after I came up with a stronghold, I would go to an exotic car dealership. And I would have every Lambo, every Ferrari, every Aston Martin, you name it. If I'm going to live around all this death and deal with all this crap, I'm going to be the first person in the history of The Walking Dead to mow down a walker with a Ferrari. That's what I want to see on the show. That's what Fear the Walking Dead needs to do. They need to have Strand, and they showed a yacht. They need to have Strand roll up in a Ferrari and just take out about 20 walkers. And they got to be out there. Yeah, but you know what, Tammy? I'm sure you got plenty more. And here's the thing. Where's our group located? Alexandria, right? So from Alexandria to Ferrari of Washington in Ashburn, Virginia is about a 30-mile drive. So by horse or by motorcycle, Daryl could get from Alexandria to Ashburn in about 45 minutes. And then he could load up on Ferraris. Walking Dead. Oh, there you go. Walking Dead limo. Why not? So we're at 9:06, and Natalie wants to know, do you think Exekiel will resent Daryl this season for Carol going with Daryl? Yes, I do. I personally think that there is going to be some bad blood, but I think there's enough respect for Carol, and I think Ezekiel's the type of person that will allow them both to have their space. And I don't think he has Michonne. Personally. So, look, we're 9:07, and we like to do this thing on Friday nights called Play Dead Live. If you guys don't know what Play Dead Live is, if you're watching the playback or you're not familiar, this is something we created. It is a real-time role-playing adventure. And it's got a Dungeons & Dragons feel to it. It's got a Walking Dead feel to it. But there's a different module written, and in the future, you'll be able to play for a couple hours. We'll have one night dedicated to it. You'll be able to develop your character. These are all play tests, so we ask for volunteers. You're getting a small sample of it. I've gotten a ton of pictures this week. I can't guarantee I'll always use the pictures and the characters and the scenarios, but absolutely send them. I'll try to get them in episodes. But this particular module that I wrote is called From Caves to Graves, and there's going to be some visual evidence that's going to pop up. And as you guys know, I am going to ask for a few volunteers because we do like to get different people. And it does get a little bit dark in here whenever we play. So if you have not participated in Play Dead Live, I'm going to have 6 people tonight. So 6 people. So the first thing I'd like to do is, if you have not played and you have a kills coin this week, I'm going to give you the opportunity. So that would be if you've not participated. Because we want to get some new people involved. I don't have the exact list. So some people played, they want to play again. So here's my first question. Who has not been in one of our scenarios? You got to be active. You can't walk away. You can't go take a shower, go make dinner, anything. You got to be here because there's going to be time limits. So first and foremost, can I get some volunteers? Who would like to play that has not played? All right. Jim wants in, so we're going to get Jim 09 in. You guys cool with Jim? All right, we got one. All right, we got Newfield 12. Crystal Newfield is in. If you got a number in your name, you're in. All right, so we got Jim and we got Crystal so far. So I need 4 more. Who else has not been involved that would like to play? 4 more people. Hey, worst thing's going to happen to you is your character's going to die. That's the worst thing. Will the Bill wants to select Matt. Matt is talking about setting. Matt, Darlene Rainig is in. Darlene is going to be in. Okay. Matt, we need you, man. The 999 Army needs you. Are you in or out? This is a moment of truth. All right, Matt is in. So we got Jim, we got Crystal, we got Darlene, we got Matt. I need 2 more people. And there's going to be a whole lot of people typing. Tommy's like, I would be in, but I already died twice. Deborah Cox wants, but her phone will die. Can't do that, Bill. Ocean Man. I will let Ocean Man get in the next one. Two more people, and we'll get this thing going. So, Angel. All right, Angel Caloris is in. All right, and one more. All right, one more person that has not been in yet. Rhonda wants in. All right. All right. So we got a brand new group of people. So if we were doing this real, keep in mind, once we do our 2-hour modules, you're going to be in groups. So you may go for 10 minutes. Someone else's group's going to come up. They're going to get a scenario, and then your scenarios may meet each other. So it's going to be a lot more expansive. So, all right, everybody, here we go. Play Dead Live. This is our 4th official module. We did one play test. So let's get this thing rolling right along. All right. The coast was barren and secluded just minutes before. A sound began to emanate from the cavern straight ahead. To the north, a small herd starts to gather. To the south, similar situation. You look to the waters to the left and right. It appears as something is moving in the water. Something must stop the noise in the cavern below, as the faint images start to move toward you, and some move toward the cavern. All right, everybody, this is what you see. That is the prologue. You are in shallow water at this point across from the cavern, probably no more than 6 to 8 inches deep. Jim, Crystal, Darlene, Matt, Angel, and Rhonda. I need a couple checks of what you guys are doing. I may not call on each person, but rest assured I will get some of your thoughts in there. Rhonda's like, what do we do? That's a good question. Crystal's suggesting that you should stay together. Is there a very big beach area? There is a slight beach on the area, like a sandbar to the area you're at. Rolex, can we get a 10-second timer? The noise gets louder from the cavern. And there are walkers now behind you, to your right, to your left. They're walking towards you, maybe to get to you, but maybe to get toward this sound on the cavern, and you might be in their way. Crystal, currently you have no weapons. Each of you has a canteen, some slight snacks, but you've not been able to find any weapons at this point. Do not have a weapon, Jim. Rhonda's saying you should stay away from the caverns. All right. Matt wants to know, okay, is there deep water? Possibly, but the water you're standing in is 6 to 8 inches deep. It does look a little darker blue as you look out away from you. Rhonda, pick a number, 1 or 2. The group is currently together. Rhonda picks a 2. Rhonda was at the back of the group, even though you were together. You're close together. She was pulled down from beneath the sand, and those walkers that were walking toward her are now hovering over the top of her. This is what Rhonda sees looking up. Give me a 5-second timer, Rolex. Other than Rhonda, I need actions from Jim, Newfield, Darlene, Matt, and Angel. I need to know what each of you are doing. Darlene says we need to move or stay away. Rhonda is certainly scared. Matt is trying to spear every one of them. Crystal's going to throw something. What are you going to throw at them, Crystal? Matt. Pick a number 1 to 3, Matt. No rocks, Natalie. Oh, I'm sorry, Natalie. You're not in. Oh. Crystal starts throwing sand. Oh, okay. Crystal, pick a number 1 to 6. Matt rolled a 3. All right, I'm going to tell you what that means at this point. Matt redefined the San Antonio split. He went to save, and he jumped up and did a Hong Kong Phooey-like split and took out 3 of the walkers all in a row. That leaves 5. Crystal, picked up a handful of sand and threw it and got the attention of several other walkers. Just a brief moment for the walkers to get confused and turn their attention toward Crystal and the group. Rhonda, you have 3 seconds. What are you doing? Give me a timer, Rolex. Rhonda, you got 3 seconds. 3 of the walkers are down. The other 5 had turned their attention toward Crystal. Rhonda, we need an answer. There is no conch shell. So are you looking for a shell? Rhonda, pick a number, 1 to 3. Rhonda picks a 2. She successfully rolled away and got into the water to swim in the only direction, which is toward the cavern. Everybody else, I need your modifier at this point. So Rhonda is currently in the water. Jim, I need to know what you're doing. Rhonda successfully rolled away. She's in the water. Rhonda's getting ready to start her swimming mode. Angel is trying to pull a walker's arm off. Darlene is going toward the cavern with Rhonda. Neufeld, which direction are you running? Crystal says she's running from the walkers. Jim is following Rhonda. Matt, I need to know what you're doing. Possibly Dark Star. I'll get to that in 1 second. Matt pulls out his canteen to try to draw them away. Okay, at this point, Neufeld goes toward Matt. Angel, give me I'll give you a 33% chance. Pick a number, 1 to 3. Okay, Angel, you have a walker's arm. So at this point, we have 3 people in the water, but we have Angel, Matt, and Crystal. Matt is fighting the walkers with the canteen. Crystal still has hands full of sand. There are 5. 3 were taken out. Matt had an amazing kick. Actually, boom, took all their heads off. He's good. But you have 5 walkers and there's 3 of you. Angel has a walker's arm. And now those walkers that were spread out and going toward the cave are now in between you, the 3 people in the water, and they're behind you. There's another set of walkers behind you coming toward the cave. So now you're pinned in by 11 walkers. The group in the water cannot get back to help you. They're in the water. You're surrounded by 11 walkers. So I need a decision in 5 seconds from Angel, Matt, and Crystal. You cannot get to the water at this point, Crystal. You're completely surrounded. You have 6 walkers behind you, circling you, and the 5 walkers that you lured away as you went, those 5 walkers are in front of you. All right. Matt goes to the front of the crowd. And Matt, I'm going to give you a 5 out of 6 chance. Pick a number 1 to 6. And to both Will and Darkstar, yes, the group in the water has found 2 life vests. We don't know if they'll need them, but both of you, you get your modifier on that. Both of you, absolutely, I'll give them 2 life vests. So Jim has a life vest. Darlene has a life vest. Rhonda at this point is just getting ready to swim the hell out of there. Matt rolled a 5. Matt went to swing his canteen. And hit. But the canteen was in his hand. And Matt, you were absolutely successful. And I know what you're trying to do there. Matt wanted to distract the walkers and sacrificed so that the other 2 might be able to get away. Matt is currently being devoured by all 11 walkers. He made the noise. He jumped in the forefront. He sacrificed himself. There is no saving Matt. But Crystal and Angel, you have a 3-second decision. Do you want to pull those 11 walkers after they finish making their main course out of Matt? Or do you see this as an opportunity? Crystal, where are you running? I need you to be specific, or swim. All right. Crystal is now with the group. And Angel is hauling ass to the water. All right. Matt, very well played. Back to level 0, but the sacrifice was a necessity. So, Cheryl Tuck brought up a very good comment. She says, a raft is there. And you're not wrong. You do see a raft over on the other side by the cavern. And it could potentially have supplies. So I'll absolutely give you that. No roll required. The walkers have now finished with Matt. And you're still hearing this noise come out of the cavern. And now that they're over on the beach to the other side, they're starting to make their way toward that cavern where the noise are, but they're completely behind you and starting to surround you. Five seconds, group. What are you doing? Walkers behind you are starting to get their toes in the water. You're not to the raft. The raft's on the other side. Swim towards the raft. Darlene is swimming. Jim thinks that Matt tastes like chicken. He may. You're not in the cave. You can swim toward the cave if you would like. Your choice, Rhonda. That noise, Crystal swimming, Angel swimming. All right, swim toward the raft. Rhonda turns around and notices there are a whole lot more walkers right now. I would say there's none less than 50 have now started to hear the noise. This is a full-fledged herd that if that noise doesn't stop, it's probably going to get really, really out of control. All right, I need everybody to pick a number 1 to 10. No, not everybody. just the group. By everybody, I mean Jim, Crystal, Darlene, Angel, and Rhonda. Sorry. Sorry, group. Jim says the chopper picks me up. Oh, boy. Rhonda. All right, Rhonda. Boy, you're on fire tonight. As you guys are swimming toward the raft, yes, there is a second raft. Parked right beside the first one. Rhonda is grabbed by the ankle as she's swimming. The other group is not grabbed. They're getting closer to the raft. And in fact, they made it to the other side. You guys see Rhonda go underwater. Rhonda, 3 seconds. I need to know what you're doing. She's looking for a conch shell still. there is no conch shell. This is not Lord of the Flies. Oh, my Lord. All right. All right. The rest of the group is over on the other side, and there are 2 rafts. And as Cherilyn Tuck graciously gave to the group, it does have weapons. So, Rhonda, you have a possibility. So, on the other side by the raft, we have Jim, Newfield, Darlene, and Angel. You have the life vest with you. So you have 2 life vests, and you have a raft full of conch shells as weapons. Rhonda, you get your wish. There are no less than 50 conch shells on this weapons raft that just showed up out of thin air. Oh no, Carolyn, they have no ammo. Jim grabs a conch shell. Absolutely. You're holding it. There are conch shells. Oh, tons of them. All you need. All of the weapons that you could, yeah. Crystal's got 2. All right, group, I'm giving you 5 seconds. Rhonda has now been pulled underwater. She's been underwater for about 30 seconds. Now, Jim, keep in mind, you're on the shore. She's probably 15, 20 feet away from you. So that's likely not an action you can do. You can definitely break the conch shell if you want to break it. All right, Jim is breaking the conch shell. Angel's screaming, we need to help her. William's super chatting, you guys need to help her. Jim sits down, takes a break, and eats some of the conch from the conch shell for protein. I love it. It's like, you guys go help Rhonda. I'm taking a snack. All right, you successfully have your snack. You're good. You're good. Darlene is swimming toward Rhonda. Rhonda's underwater. Angel throws a shell. All right. Rhonda, pick a number 1 to 6, please. Rhonda, you successfully have caught the shell that Angel threw to you, and were successful in fending off the walker and have made it to the shore with the rest of the group. So you guys give Rhonda a nice, good job. However, Rhonda is not too happy at this moment about seeing Jim sitting down having a protein snack. Might make some waves in the future. The walkers are having a hard time getting over to your area because they would have to swim. They are still coming in this direction, but they're slowed down. You got a little bit of time. You're at the entrance of the cave. You hear the noise down below in the cave, louder and louder because you're closer. The walkers from the other side, they're not the best swimmers. There will be a teamwork multiplier later on. That Will the Bill has given you guys 2 blaring, obviously loud super chats of assisting. And morale can be diminished. But we do still have 5 people alive. All right. Crystal wants to know, does anyone have a light? What is everybody else doing? I need actions from Jim, Darlene, Angel, and Rhonda. Jim, you do feel refreshed. I ain't going to lie. You are on a full stomach. Dark Star's like, you guys should stay here. This view is beautiful. Walkers are getting close. Jim takes off her glasses and is trying to set the sand on fire. It's not working. Angel wants to know, do they see where the sound is coming from? You see a cave, and the cave is very dark. The walkers are getting closer. Will the Bill not correct. Will was going to give you guys a light attached to one of the life vests. I'm not going to give you the light. However, Darlene got this brilliant idea to check the other raft that was initially there and she did find something. Darlene found a torch on the raft, courtesy of Will the Bill. So you got your light. The walkers are completely surrounding the cave. You were able to get that just in time. The walkers seem to be preoccupied with your raft in the other area. They haven't got to the tunnel yet. And I would say there's probably a good 100 or so at this point. Noise is getting loud. Darlene is holding the torch. All right, 5 seconds. I need to know what everybody in the group is going to do. Crystal notices there are some small pieces of old furniture to the right of the entrance. Jim decided to throw more shells in the cave to lure the walkers inside. And you're inside the cave. So Jim throws a conch shell. Darlene, pick a number 1 to 5. Four walkers have noticed the conch shell and are now walking to pin you into the cave. So there are 4 walkers moving relatively slowly. Oh no, you guys are all inside the cave. The walkers were outside the cave. All 5 of you are at the entryway of the cave because there's nowhere else to go. You have 5 seconds, so I don't know how much furniture you can move in 5 seconds. The furniture was an option at this point, not an option now. All right, I would say the furniture is probably, you saw it over there, Darlene, it's probably about 10 feet away. If you want to try to make a run from it, your choice. Darlene is holding the torch. That's her call. Nope, you have 1 torch. You have 1 torch, 4 walkers, and furniture about 10 feet away. All right, where are we at? Are we at 0? Darlene is running towards the furniture. Jim, are you checking for rocks, or are you asking me a general question? You can certainly use your 5 seconds to check for rocks if you'd like. 5 seconds is up, everybody. Darlene runs over, lunges at the furniture. She's not gotten there yet. She's got to get 10 feet away. But I've got Crystal, Angel, and Rhonda. Jim says we're going to hold our ground. Crystal, Angel, and Rhonda, each pick a number, 1 to 10. Low man on the totem pole. Crystal. The group held their ground. Crystal has been attacked by 2 walkers. Rhonda, I need your action. And Darlene has set the furniture on fire. So there is a fire inside the cave. There is a fire. Now, the walkers that were outside the cave are moving toward the fire. But you still have the 2 in front of you. Crystal, I need a number 1 to 3. The noise is getting louder and louder. More and more walkers are starting to show up at the front of the cave. Crystal lets out the loudest scream you've ever heard as a walker sinks its teeth into her ankle. Crystal has been bitten. Darlene is taking pieces of furniture. Darlene, you're about 10 feet away. And there's about 50 walkers coming in the entranceway toward you. I need actions from everybody else that was standing their ground. 5 seconds, Rolex. It's getting awfully smoky in there. The walkers at the entryway are probably up to about an extra 20. You can't even see the ocean at this point because the herd is starting to make its way through the water. Would you like to attempt to cut her foot off with your broken conch shell? Jim, that's your choice. Don't ask me if you can. You can attempt to do whatever you would like. Crystal says, I'll save you. They can have me. Jim is looking toward the back of the entrance. The walker has now started to devour the rest of Crystal's leg. She lets out another scream. Rhonda, you're trying to escape. Where are you trying to escape? Rhonda, Crystal throws her snack in her canteen to Rhonda. Take this, Rhonda. Let it carry on. So yeah, Newfield throws her supplies to Rhonda. Darlene, there's 2 ways. There's down the cave with your torch, and there's the front of the cave where the walkers are starting to devour Crystal. You have 2 choices. Fight, try to get past the walkers to get out of the cave, or go further into the cave? Marcia Derbyshire says, help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Rhonda's going to fight to get out. Rhonda goes running toward the walkers at the front of the cave. Rhonda, pick a number 1 to 100. "23. Rhonda immediately runs to the front to fight her way out, and she is almost engulfed. There's at least 80 walkers there now trying to get into the cave. That's going to be a short snack. So Crystal is down. Rhonda decided to run toward the front of the cave. Jim, Darlene, and Angel, I need to know what you guys are doing. Jim is looking for Rick. All right, Rolex, give me 10-second timers. This is about to get really bad. Rhonda lost her head. All right, 10-second timers, everybody. Angel wants to kill a walker and cover herself with walker blood. What's up, Couché? Okay, Darlene is going further into the cave. Rhonda and Jim, are you still... looking for Rick? All right, so Jim, Angel, and Darlene have decided to turn and go down the cave, which 6 of them probably could have done a long, long time ago. The walkers do seem to be somewhat preoccupied. Thank you. Will the Bill says you guys need to go further down the cave. So they're all finally advancing further down the cave. And they still have Darlene's torch. All right. Up ahead of you is Darlene. Jim and Rhonda, you are trailing behind. That's Darlene up front with the torch. So far, so good. Exactly, Will. All right. 5 seconds, group. Jim, Darlene, and wait, I'm missing somebody here. Jim, Darlene, and Angel. Lying low. The noise is getting louder. Nope, you've not found it yet, but it is getting louder. You're getting close to it. Angel and Jim are staying low to the ground. Darlene, pick a number 1 to 3, please. Darlene is moving along, working toward the back, still has the torch, and a 3. Darlene, this is what you notice. You have 3 seconds to react. Keep going. Bats hate smoke. Darlene is moving forward. This one does not mind smoke. So you are face to face with the most ferocious, most evil looking thing that you've ever seen in the face of this world. And it is 2 inches away from your face. Modifier check. Darlene, 3 more seconds. Darlene tries to light him on fire. Give me a number, 1 to 3. All right, Jim, the bats see the light. Actually, no. You can't tell me what the bats do. You can only tell me what you do. So, Jim, what are you doing? And Angel says, burn him. And she torches him. The bat is on fire and flies toward the entryway. You see it go around the corner. Successful. Screeching might slow the walkers down a little bit. The 3 of you see this as an opportunity to maybe make a little bit more ground between you and the walkers, since they might be distracted a little bit. Oh, Rhonda, you're gone. You evaporated, literally. You ran toward the entryway and were completely devoured by about, I don't know, there's probably 100 walkers at the entrance of that cave right now. Now, a screaming, flaming bat might slow them down a little bit. There is a little bit of light down there, Darlene, but there's a little bit more noise, which will probably draw more walkers. And as you peek around the corner, yes, there are some lights up the tunnel. Now behind you is a whole lot of bats and a whole lot of walkers. And you certainly can stay here and wait, or you certainly can go back toward the entranceway. All right, group, I need 3 of you to make a choice. Angel's going further into the tunnel. Darlene, Jim. Jim has decided to try to get all the bats together to swarm the walkers. Darlene's going further in. Jim. Pick a number, 1 to 6. Jim, how long is your hair? Shoulder length? Long, yeah. I was afraid of that. As you tried to round up those bats, they really see your hair as a safe haven. And no less than 6 of them decided that they were going to sleep for the night. So you got some pretty angry, hungry bats that decided to kind of clamp down your skull a little bit. Darlene and Angel, you hear some screaming going on back there from Jim. What do you do? These are not your normal bats. These bats are so angry and so caught up in her hair. Jim is probably about 20, 30 yards away. She looks like something from they're lifting her off the ground by her hair. They are just mad, flapping their wings, and they're super, super strong. It's like a wind is blowing her toward the walkers, just trying to get out of her hair. As Jim tries to go back, they are literally pulling her like a vortex. The walkers have now started to make their way toward Jim. I'd say they're about 10 feet away. And these bats, they just, they're making a lot of noise. And they're pulling her closer and closer. 3-second timer, Jim. Be creative. 2 feet away. Oh, yeah, there's guano like all over. Jim started as a blonde. Jim is like a very serious brunette at this point. Angel is running away in the other direction. Darlene, how are you trying to help Jim? Angel is further down the tunnel on her own at this point. Darlene is caught in the middle. Jim is surrounded by about 30 walkers at this point. Darlene ran back and waved the torch to get the attention of the walkers. The bats continue to fly. Jim has been devoured by walkers, and Darlene has now attracted the attention of another 20 or 30 walkers with her torch. Jim has been lifted and carried into a herd of walkers by angry bats that got caught in her hair. Darlene, you have a torch and 20 mad walkers that now have your attention, and they still hear the sound down the end of the cave. And you are between them and that sound. And now Darlene is sprinting to catch up with Jim. I'm sorry, with Angel. Jim is gone. All right, so we got Darlene and Angel. So, hey, everybody, group 4 so far, good job. We'll let them know they've done a good job so far because Jim, very creative, didn't quite work out with rounding up all the bats, but certainly a unique death. Angel, pick a number. 1 to 3. Angel picks a 2. Angel, you look down on your left arm and notice something kind of tickles a little bit. I'm sorry. Maybe it's your right arm. You look down on your right arm and yeah. Darlene is running up behind. Darlene, while you're running up, you look to the left. Darlene has a torch. Darlene to your left. Angel smashes it. Angel, pick a number 1 to 3. You smash it. And the group moves on. There's a smashed spider behind you. There's another one that decided to crawl back in the little hole that you passed. There are bats and walkers behind you. And this is up ahead of you. The sound is very loud at this point. Very loud. Coming from straight ahead. Five seconds, ladies. Proceed with caution. Moving forward. One spider is gone. The other spider ran away. No need to even light it, Darlene. You guys are safe. It's just a couple spiders. But you are starting to hear a loud grunting sound of walkers from the area that you just left. It appears they're finally making their way through the cave. They finished all of their other side activities. There is a light coming through from up ahead and a loud noise. Moving closer. Okay. Peeking in. You peek in from around the corner. And you do see something at the entrance that appears to be a hooded figure. Could this be Ocean Man? Two of you, walkers behind you, oh, Will the Bill says, hell yeah. All right, 5 seconds. Angel. Darlene. Walkers behind you, keep going forward. As you go forward, you see a glimpse of something behind this figure that says, no, stay back. Apparently, Ocean Man was tracked down by this man. Fireman Finney is in the wooded land behind Ocean Man, and as you move forward, you set off a trap. As you set off a trap, the entranceway was blocked. You move forward, triggered the trap, didn't check your surroundings. The entrance in front of you is blocked. Ocean Man likely got away from Will the Bill yet again after Bill has been burned, traveled across the country, tried to contact people with two-way radios, survived through the pit of snakes to track down Ocean Man, and finally had him in his sights again. And you triggered a trap that startled him and allowed him to get away yet again. And now the two of you are here, and the torch just went out. The noise has stopped. But the cave is now pitch black. Five seconds, Rolex. Angel, Darlene, Darlene is crawling on the ground. Angel is back to back, ready to fight. Well, you're not back to back because Darlene's on the ground. What's up, E-Beach? Darlene, while you're on the ground, you find a lighter. Oh, Angel, you can't see. You see exactly what the rest of us see. Darlene, you still have your torch. Darlene lights the torch. Angel, pick a number 1 or 2. Darlene is in the process of lighting the torch. It's a 2. Angel, as the torch lights the room, this is what you see as light immediately shines. The torch goes out again. Three seconds. Angel and Darlene, I need to know your actions. Darlene relights the torch. Up ahead of her, when she relights the torch, a pile of bones. Angel is nowhere to be found. And as Darlene rises above the pile of bones, she notices an exit. And that, everybody, is where we're going to leave it. Darlene does find the exit. No word of what happened to Angel. Disappeared. Ocean Man evades Fireman Finney yet again. And we lost some of our stellar players. Very good decision making. Good module for everybody. This is from caves to graves, everybody. So a lot of fun hanging out with you guys and doing Freestyle Friday. Started this at 8 o'clock. So yes, this did run a little bit longer than what I thought it was going to be, because we're 2 hours and 20 minutes in. But this is the fourth official module. We probably put about an hour, 15 minutes in this one. So yeah, I thought this one would go a little bit quicker. All you guys had to do was get in the tunnel. Those of you watching, a little bit of feedback from the group. Some decisions that you would... I saw some really good comments. So I want to get a little feedback from some of the people that were watching that you thought they should have done a little bit quicker. And then some of the people playing, describe a little bit of what it was like sort of being under the gun. Like always under a time frame of what you're going to do next and what the action, like what the tensions were. would have been faster, but it was dark. Yeah, it was tough to move along, and I think there were some good pitfalls along the way, some distractions. Would have moved into the cave. It's hard to think of your next move because you're on the spot. And, you're not only thinking for yourself, you're thinking of the well-being. Like Matt, Matt made a decision early on. Like, we're in a lot. The one thing I like about Matt's choice, he made the decision early and said, I know the group's not going to make it. I'm going to do everything I can to slow them down to give them another chance. And then we saw a couple other people, Crystal, same thing. Rhonda, just jumped out there in the middle of nowhere. And Jim certainly well fed along the way. And the way this is going to work when you guys have your characters is obviously the goal is to stay alive. The longer you stay alive and you go week to week to week, you're going to build experience. You're all going to start out at level 1. And if you advance, like Darlene would have gotten experience for a lot of her moves. So Darlene right now, we'd be writing this stuff down, like the things she did that were good, the creative things. She might be level 3 going into next week. All the people that died, they're going to go down to level 0. They're going to start over. So you don't want to keep starting over and over and over. And certainly there's going to be people who are trying to help you. There's also going to be people who are indirectly competing against you. For example, let's say Will the Bill has a character and he's level 5, and there's some people kind of creeping up, and they're level 4. He might do some super chats or do some things that's going to make it a little bit tougher for them, and vice versa. The next time he gets called into a scenario, some other people might be. It's going to be kind of like King of the Hill, right? Some people are going to want to knock you off the hill. Some people are going to want to see you advance. So that's a little bit of what we got going on with PDL. Hey, everybody, we're going to call it a night because it is Freestyle Friday. Thank you so much, each and every one of you. Appreciate you guys being here, participating in these scenarios. A lot of work goes into these. During the week, I'm probably spending anywhere between 4 to 5 hours just putting these together, sorting out some of your pictures, some of your ideas, some of your scenarios. The cave scenario was mentioned by a couple people. But one thing that you guys can start doing is don't always try to predict what's happening. Think about what your character is doing, and it'll save you a lot of time because, if you say, hey, I see a shell on the ground, you probably don't, but you can certainly say, I'm checking quickly to see if there's a shell on the ground, and then you'll get an answer to that so you don't kind of get caught in the weeds a whole lot. So, yes, absolutely. And short hair. Nothing wrong with short hair or a ball cap as well. So I want to thank each and every one of you for spending your Friday night here. Great group of people. Absolutely love hanging out with you guys. Thanks so much for participating in our game. We're going to build it up, just make it a whole lot of fun. We got our own time frame, but I think by the time we get to January, these are going to be pretty special adventures and quests, and they'll be a lot faster and a lot smoother. So I will see all of you guys tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock in the morning. We're going to be doing our Saturday morning Coffee with Killshot. So we'll get some Walking Dead topics in there, and look forward to seeing all of you. Thanks so much to all the Patreons that make this possible, that contribute to the channel. If you guys want to become a patron and contribute to a third-party website, there's a link down below. Also, we're going to update our member list because we got a whole lot of members that just turned the corner and became 6-month members. Thank you so much. We certainly appreciate longevity. Obviously, when people sign up and they're new, everybody starts out being new, but we have Patreons that have been with this channel for a couple of years. We have members that have been here 3 years. Rolex talking about watching the ads. Everything you guys do, super appreciated. Also, the super chatters tonight, spicing up the Freestyle Friday and just making this a good time for everybody. And also, super chatting during the scenarios was great. Our moderators, Emmy, Steph, Tommy, Kells, best in the business. They are great. Our timekeeper, you guys do me a favor. Can we get Rolex up on the screen? Green team keeps it steady. Wonderful, wonderful work by Rolex. Our villains tonight, Ocean Man and Will the Bill. Who's the villain? Who's the good guy? More to come on that. It's kind of an underlying story. Thanks to those guys. And also, if the green team can flash our super fans of the month, Gina Crockett and also the Walking Dead nerds. You guys are incredible. So blessed to hang out with each and every one of you guys. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 11 o'clock. Peace.